So I came across this post over the week, and I can't stop laughing. You know, Zulu, one day you will kill us. I am busy going on with my daily life. I am busy selling shoes, Uko. And then I go onto Facebook and I see, big allowances, sitting allowances and shaking. And I'm like, let me sit down for this one. And I read the whole post about, you know, we're going on Instagram and we're going on the Reels and TikTok. And the only thing, you'll probably never know what this person looks like on the face. Probably never know. Because the only thing you know in detail is their bam bam and how it shakes, okay? And you did a whole post on that. And just before we get into it, kuna mtu hapa kakupatia jibu. Anasema aliyepewa kapewa na haturingi. Allah, do you know how much people pay to get surgery wewe? When people get the opportunity, let them flaunt. Ile makasiriko iko huku leo. You'll definitely know girls with small nyash. Na sijataja mtu. Zulu.
All right.
What happened?
You know, it came up because I was trying to be serious.
And productive.
I mean, my study time.
Yes.
For the previous, I don't recall how long, but I've been long pressing and saying, don't recommend.
Yes.
You know, there's that option of don't recommend this person.
Yes.
Because generally, we are not hating and we're not saying we don't love beauty.
Yes.
We're not saying we don't. No. The point today is not that we are putting down a woman is created this way or that way.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. But what was frustrating me was that the people who are doing these things, one, they were too vulgar and direct. They left nothing to imagination. They did not seem to have that dignity to reserve and leave something for people to come and find out better when they know you more.
Yes.
The whole subject of the video was told like this and like this. The song has no lyrics. The music does not have a message. All you see. So I would try to engage. Am I missing something? You see, generally you would face me with your face to communicate something.
Yes. Or maybe you're hoping, maybe they'll do it at the end. There's no.
No sooner do you reach that, and it is so. Then I thought maybe this psycho was drunk today.
Moving on.
Yes. Another one, the same. Yeah. Another one. So I began to check. Are these specialist dancers? You check. There's no talent, nothing. Just blatant show off. Yes. There's a lady who danced herself to fame, called Nasienya. Some was
Ziad.
She picked a song.
Yes.
And she does not even have all those we are talking about today. It was talent and a pure gift, and she got acting jobs.
Yes.
So we are not here to say you can't dance yourself to a career. It can be your career. Lupita Nyong'o acted herself using the black beauty they're trying to bleach out
into
to
Hollywood,
stardom and
to
Oscars. You can use your natural gift to shoot yourself. Esther went for modeling contest, won it, and saved her whole clan. Your natural talent can take you where they were meant to.
Yes.
The problem what we are discussing today is not talent, but lack of character, lack of shame, lack of sense of dignity, and embarrassing us with some. It looks like an insult. You know, there's some videos that seem like an insult because it's if you have it, why do you have to put it on my face so strongly? What is the point? You know, by the time you appear on stream, and you know these reels have come with a lot of real change.
Yes.
Those short videos. They've really reeled people in.
Yes, they have. They have.
And there's a nurse lady who was impressed me. I think she's a nurse in the either maternity ward, that area of life is where she's at. And every day she comes with a few points.
Okay.
To teach you something about them. And she doesn't talk, she's even in a mask. She writes them there. Point number one, misperception about this, right? And say about 3 points and she goes.
Yes.
In uniform, in her words.
Yes.
And they say, look at how she's using her career to teach us things. But these girls who have this, I realize, number one, the reason it troubled me, they do not have respect for people of honor. By the time you show up in the public square, You should have some modesty and decency. But they're behaving like they're in a bedroom and they're alone. One of them danced and fell on the door. It opened and showed that the partner was actually showering and was naked coming from bathroom. She shook it too much. It shook her away and fell on the door and showed the other guy and he ran away and somebody licked the video.
Oh, what a disaster.
And the meme was, when your partner is a TikToker, be careful.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my, oh.
And just to remind you, the top guy now is leading followership of TikTok. Does not talk.
Is this the...
Does not overdo. And his videos are based on reaction to excesses.
Yes.
He's doing what I'm doing today.
Yes.
Reacting to excesses.
Yeah.
Things that seem, just unreal, exaggerated. So, Mikali, today we are starting by congratulating those who are trying to build their life using their nursing career, using their beautiful career, using the Lupita Nyong'o acting gift, using the Nasienya dancing gift, you can build yourself to wherever you are meant to go, using your natural gifting. Esther saved the whole community.
Yeah.
David knew how to play instruments, he knew how to sing, and those gifts, somebody presented his CV to the president, to the king, and said, I've seen a son of Jesse who is good at playing, he's diligent at matters, he's good at war, let him be brought to solve this issue. The guy was advertised by somebody who knew his gifts. You need gifts that can be mentioned somewhere where there's a need and you are transported and your career starts. David started that way. Esther started that way. It's when Daniel was told, I've heard about you that you can interpret hard questions. And we have one here. Yes. The king told Daniel, I've heard about you that you can actually interpret things kind of. Joseph, so you mean you can do Joseph, Daniel, Esther, Joseph, whether it is Nasienya, whether it is Lupita, look at everybody was shot. They started using what they had. Zuckerberg was experimenting. He had created computer games, he had created many things, face mash, whatever. He ended up in Facebook also trying to do his thing, what he's created at. So practicing what you are good at is the way of this world. And in fact, supposed to have an obsessive element. Let me warn you. Whatever you do in a relaxed manner, I will never tell you. Never take you. Whatever you do relaxed, or just here and there, here tomorrow, not there, forgetting it. The thing that will one day carry you. Yes. Airplanes don't take off by strolling along the runway. In fact, when they're taking off, everybody keeps quiet because of how much activity is going on. Yeah. You are all told to sit down and strap. Yep. Because taking off requires every energy that aircraft has. Yeah. Same to you. Taking off your career will require every energy you have. You must speed up enough to gather momentum to take off. There's so much resistance of gravity, congestion, competition, economic at times, inflation. There's other competitors with the same gift. You must take off at such a high speed to conquer gravity and soar in the skies. But when it reaches up there, what happens? Guys, relax now. We are cruising at 30,000. It's still moving, but now the struggle is over. It has conquered. At some point when you reach up there, we are not saying you relax, but you have lifted to a level that you can focus on now cruising. Delivering. When your career has peaked, we no longer have that much struggle. You still work, but the work is more harmonious. You know where it is. It's not guesswork now. That time it was guesswork. Which one work? Which one want to work? Now you know where to focus. You have some mileage. Now you have some aptitude. You have some honor. You have some respect. You have some bargaining power. You're up there. So we encourage everybody is trying to play their instrument, try to sing their way. So everybody waking up early to talk to, one of the best speakers was talking to trees. He was asked, how did you come to this aid? I started talking when I was in the woods there. He was a timber guy cutting, but he will talk with it to practice. There must be an obsessive element to what you're trying to do. What we're discussing today is not a person who's trying to develop the gift. We're talking about a person who has based all their treasure, all their hope for their future, all their hope to impress anybody, all their effort at capturing the attention of the world at their sitting allowances.
I don't know if you remember, Zulu. During COVID, there used to be parties online where there used to be parties to raise money for dancers. Okay. And that would be the only dance that we are all looking at. That would be the only dance that people send money from abroad to wherever, and you'd be somebody going home with 30,000. But why? Because these are women who used to do that in places that now are closed.
Oh, okay.
So I think when that space opened up like that, then they, even after the world opened up.
You've reminded me of a guy who has made a career of dancing. He's being sent to take people gifts to dance for them, surprise you. And he dances and then presents the gift from whoever it was.
Yes.
And that moment itself looks now more thoughtful. And we did not have those careers. The guy just thought it. I think he imported the concept from somewhere. And it's working.
Yeah.
I hear he was transported to Mauritius by a couple to go surprise the partner when they are there. They are going, both of them, and he's coming secretly.
Yes.
To surprise Mwikali with something, you know, and he's made a career of that.
Yeah.
But it is artistic, creative, it has content.
Absolutely.
The following are what is wrong
Higher.
with shaking too much what your mama gave you. Now, number one, it's your mama gave you. You need also to build what you're given. You need to bring some addition to yourself. That language itself suggests laziness.
Okay.
The language of showing what your mama gave you already suggests
Laziness. There's nothing else. It's just what my mama gave me, right?
how many. Everybody was given something by their mother. So if you kill to compete with them, it will just size mass, kilograms. Let me remind you something, Mikali. Animals, pigs are kept for meat.
Yes.
Okay? And they're weighed with kilogram.
That's
because that's what you want to eat. Don't categorize yourself with the pigs. Huh? Don't be weighed with the kilograms. Don't allow the flesh to be the only substance you can sell to the world. It's derogatory. You're clustering yourself with animals. So every time you open the clip and all you can show is the mass of flesh you have. You may arouse the lust of some men, but even after they sleep with you, they don't even respect you.
Yeah.
These girls think that they're making men feel it. When you make people feel it, you also feel it.
Oh.
Let me remind you that energy physics says action and reaction are equal and opposite. The same way with energy. What you make me feel, you must feel it back because it's coming from you. So if you want me to think sexy, you must also feel sexy to throw it out.
Okay. Okay.
When you put that energy, and I'm sorry, you can't be passing around and guys are lasting after you.
Yes.
That doesn't, there's a person was asking, does it mean I'm attracting hyenas? I'm also hyena-like? And I say, hyenas don't need the antelope to be greedy. They just go looking for meat. So there are sense in which greedy people lust for people who go looking for people and not even trying to bother them.
Yeah.
That is not what we are saying. This context we are saying, when you try to make people feel it, you must also feel it. At the end, you might trouble 100 people. One of them will get you because you will have by that time been corroded by the emotions yourself. So the first problem is because when you're only presenting to the world what you are created with, it means you are not investing to improve yourself. Remember, Mwikali, dignity means you are not too vulgar, direct, obvious, and showing everything.
Yes.
There's some musicians on YouTube who are just pornographic songs.
Yeah.
The singers are basically nude. You know, imagine a lady dancing facing the other way and she's wearing a G-string. What is happening there?
She's naked.
And then she's bending.
Absolutely naked. Yeah.
And the song is released, and in 2 months it has 25 million views.
Yep.
Because people want pornography that has been kind of ratified, justified by YouTube to be available there. And you know it is not blocked. Where Wi-Fi has blocked pornographic site, YouTube is not blocked.
Yeah.
So they can watch pornography indirectly. Objectification of women. Number two, the problem. So number one, we have said the problem is you appear too lazy and unimaginative. When you're too blatant that you have not improved on anything and added a skill and creativity to make it attractive.
Yeah.
This just that blatantness is to make sure you have facial expressions. Dancers who are, they express emotions on their face.
But these ones, we're not even seeing the face. So they're facing Oko.
I tell you, the way that video is, it's they only reminded me of the Benga singers.
Yes.
We have Benga singers in the village there who have no material except the bodies of women. And their dancers never face you. And they are full there on the camera, just shaking like this. You try to look for the creativity, you can't get it.
Zero.
There's no step one, step two. Like that guy who does the surprises.
Yes. He has
you
a
can
whole.
see.
You can even cram it. You can do it yourself.
You can see the mood.
Yes.
You know, in fact, when you study the psychology of dances, that are supposed to tell stories.
Yes.
It's supposed to bring out a mood. There's a guy who does work of arranging stones.
Yeah.
His profession is to arrange stones, and amazingly, stones that would never pile up. He's able to pile up a very high, just stones. And he said it's an energy. It's not just an act of balancing.
No.
It's a feel.
Wow.
It's a feel, and you know, he goes to calm places where there are no much winds and in the river, and he's meditating and he's trying to pick. So he's saying the way I balance it, that's how I balance life, that's how I balance thoughts, I balance my ideas, I balance my concept, I'm trying to balance inside, I balance. He said you must be calm to calm a stone.
That's true.
So to dance, you should also have substance and ideas and the depth. You know, and there was a radio call. I think she was calling herself Mara Hari, and she used to dance. And because her dancing was mystical, and they were said to be coming from India folklore tales and to be fetched from. She would advertise. She would tell her story without talking. Wow. People are coming to follow the story. Yeah. You know, of conquests of Indian women who could ride on horsebacks while shooting straight, and they could do mathematics and algebra, things that women were not doing those days. Yeah. So they're saying in this place, and she's telling it through a dance and with acts and props, and you can follow. Yeah, that's a story. This one. Make sure your dance has a story. Yeah. It's not a shaking of a body part. Yeah. And as a song, a lyric. The second problem is this. Mikali, there's something about women that it has not been advertised. How attractive you are to us men, although we don't give our secrets every day.
Give us today. Today, give us. One.
What it affects how you feel to us. How you feel being with you, and how much prestige it is to have you in my life is affected, one, by what people have advertised is the body, but unfortunately the body ranges around number 3 or 4.
Oh. Okay.
And I will tell you practical examples and you will relate with it.
Okay, fantastic.
So the first thing that matters how it feels to be this woman is her level of self-respect, her level of dignity, how hard it is to get her to say yes.
Okay.
When guys say, "Hi, that woman is impossible," I can't even approach her. No. The guy who has that woman, we will salute him ourselves. We remove heart of what man, because we know, irrespective of how she looks, she said, "No, we can't do it." When you seem unattainable, the one who attains you, because of your level of self-respect, your level of standards. Yeah. And it's not about toughness now. No. It's the standard of life. How you live. Remember we said women of class have standards, the rest have just attitudes. So we're talking about class today, not attitude. Yes. There's an attitude because of being, I know my self-assurance, but you're not talking about being snobbish, being tough or insulting people or dismissive. In fact, you're very polite. Not just queens are polite. Queens are never angry or insulting. She's a queenly attitude, they're just polite, but you just know her standards you can't attain. So you can only greet with honor. Please respect it when men greet you with honor. That's the highest compliment a man can pay you. Okay. Is to, "Good morning, madam." That one is the highest rank men give. Okay. The next one is how much challenge he can give her, she can give him. For example, a lady who can drive the machine, this guy recognizes, for example. A guy who can pull a move, either a performance, either something that he can. Men are performance oriented and they are thrilled by achievement. A lady who can pull out an achievement makes that man imagine out of this world. A lady who can pull achievement challenges a man to the core. Yeah. Not to discourage you too much, I'll put the looks number 3, but actually
I was like, wait. Hey.
But they tie together, or sometimes you put it ahead.
Okay.
With another quality of improving the man. How much you can see his potential. How much you call the man out. How much you make him laugh, feel confident. How much you make him see far. How you challenge his thinking. How you add it to his ideas. How stimulating conversations with you are. Many men have ranked that, number that. But to comfort you, I'll put your looks number 3.
Hey, that 3 is okay. Yeah, but so, it's interesting how you put it, because it actually does make sense. It does make sense.
There are men who will travel so far to come and see Mikali because of the way you make him think, see the world, solve problems. He will cling on to you even when you are both of you married and there cannot be anything. Just because when he talks to you, he sees things in different perspective. He will depend on you because of your wisdom. He will depend on you because of how you can solve issues. Calmly listen. How you are composed in problems. When troubles are there, how you can see them with clarity. There's a depth. They also mixed there. They say spirituality. A woman who can pray and make things move.
Yeah.
That man, he is moved so deeply. So, again, the first quality men respect is how queenly, highly respecting and dignity you carry in this world. That makes you highly attractive. If a man can salute you, that is the highest compliment.
Okay.
Not, yeah, you're so sexy. The second is your capabilities, what you can pull through.
Yeah.
The cars you can drive, the machine you can navigate. There are girls who have mastered to play. There's a lady calling herself Jessica OS on YouTube. Her following is mainly men, and her shows have millions of views. She just does a talk on her own. No host, no, just somewhere. She rides horses and rides motorbikes, and she teaches men how girls think. And men are there in hordes. In fact, all her shows are targeted to men. If she behaves this way, drop her. If a woman behaves this, what she means. If she's asking you to change, this is what you learn about her. She's a girl.
Okay.
But she's carved a style that is so relatable to men, yet also so feminine.
Yeah.
That woman who can challenge men at their game gains a mythical posture in his mind. Mythical meaning so influential, yet impossible to understand. If you can challenge men at their game, and yet you are not competing with their masculinity, you came in your feminine energy. You can ride motorbikes, but your uniform is very feminine.
Yes.
Even the motorbike can have a twist that is somehow feminine. Horse riding, you can put on, you can look, you don't need to be a tomboy, half men, half female. No. You can be sporty, but still very feminine. Oh my God, they die for you. There are men who touch their taste and it's so hard to strike. Many women avoid that area because they don't know how to do it. It seems like they're abandoning their femininity. A woman who can be feminine in a predominantly male space. Yeah. Go to engineering courses, electrical courses, where it's predominantly male. You find that many women are being swallowed by the masculine energy. They no longer dress right. Even lawyers. Look at the lady judges, lady magistrates. Just hair not attended. They're just there saying, the prosecutor, is there a presentation? Today the court orders as follows. And the one who's talking is a single lady hoping to get married. But she looks so bland. No lipstick, no nothing, just wearing things that are sweeping around. Your ladyship, your honor. So she's used to being worshipped. The masculine energy has swallowed her femininity. She no longer looks ladylike and attractive, just there. Now, and you know law is very competitive. So it brainwashes away the feminine softness. So it's about aggressiveness and winning and competition. That's not how you win, man. If you can be a good lawyer and also very sassy, classy, queenly, now that is a mix. They find you, oh my God, they can just stare.
Yeah.
And we have not reached to your curves, how your body is curved.
Yeah. Yeah.
The next thing that now men will say, they will devote, make them remember women. The question was, what makes you remember? What makes a girl stick in your head longest? What did you say? Tell me that girl was stuck in your head. Yes, man, his girl back in the universe. That girl. So they asked, tell us. And only a third, in fact, the third place would say her body how she was carved.
Yeah.
But all of them all said she had such nice legs, nice chairs, nice sitting this. They said, but I'm not sure what kind of woman she is, man. Maybe she's just sleeping around. I'm not sure about that. They would add doubts.
Okay.
How much they can trust her.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you this so that you can arrange your feminine personality in the right order.
Okay.
Wisdom saves you. Knowledge, we say when you wage war, obtain counsel. When you fight your battles of life, seek wisdom. Why? When the axe is blunt, more force must be used.
Yes.
But wisdom shortens time. It avoids seasons of delay and detours. One reason I'm passionate about teaching, especially those who have time ahead of them. The young, I want to spare them from going the wrong direction and having to spend a lot of time coming back or never coming back.
Yeah.
When you start off in the wrong direction, you might never come back. So it's to say, I'm telling these girls, the last point I'll be telling them is their reputation. So I've said the things that count that you want to invest in is your self-respect. That is extremely attractive. When men know you, you're impossible to sleep with. They obsess over you. You don't sleep around. Not even flat. You set your boundaries quickly. And you're not even tough or you're happy. But you're firm. That makes men pull their hearts off. Work for that. He's smiling. Good morning, guys. How are you? But the moment they try to, excuse me, no. They try to say something, suggest flat, excuse me. Just that. No, you don't even show emotions. You just, I'm sorry. They'll say, oh my God, I've never seen.
Yeah.
When a man who has money and used to buying women meets a woman who can't be bought, he is obsessed on what he can do. Because that's a woman who has high honor, self-respect. The second thing is capability. Build your gifts. How you can sing us until you hypnotize us. That man, you stick in his head. How you can host that show so well. How you can deliver issues with excellence. A masculine man is attracted to excellence and performance. That's why they are into cars and whatever, scoring. So cultivate your ability to score in whatever game you are in. And you mesmerize your husband. You mesmerize men. One thing I liked with my girl is, I watched her mobilize a school. She did not know that I noted that.
Okay.
We visited her in her school. She was a teacher. She mobilized the students, kept them in the hall, kept them quiet, and she's a soft-spoken. But they were all pin drop silence. She could address them, including, and it's a mixed school. I said, by the time you can command the respect of all these kids and they keep quiet,
yes,
you are somebody. That capability thrilled me. Men will, if you can fly a plane, you can ride these, they even cheer, yeah, they feel good. One time, my wife was driving a car that is popular with men, a sedan that is very speedy.
Yes.
That's not what she drives, just picked it one time. So when she showed up, some boys cheered. Normally they don't cheer when she's in an SUV. Yeah. But she has showed up in a sleek sedan that boys, it's for speed. Then they say machine, a lady then comes out with the machine. Yeah. She's wondering, what is it with boys? Speedy machine.
Oh goodness.
So capabilities are very attractive.
Yeah.
And then that, not to discourage you, keep your body well.
Okay.
But it is only ranking that, meaning just keep it well, don't make it the most important thing about you. The last point, we'll pick, these are conversations that must go on.
Yes, they must.
The last point, protect your reputation. What men hear about you even before they meet you makes them form an image about you.
Absolutely.
What they hear about you. But when they meet you, now they start feeling up to, oh my God, I heard that. Oh, you're the one. Oh, you're the one. Okay, much nice to meet. Safeguard your reputation so that you're not just known to be cheap, direct.
Oh, nulem de mwanini.
Exactly. Yes.
You know, you say something very interesting here.
Yes.
You say, to the women who are shaking their bum bum as the only thing they can do on Instagram, you say, that's God's work. Can you show us your work at least? What are you doing to improve your life? We're not against people enjoying themselves or showcasing talent, but obsessions and vanity are repulsive. Remember this. You can't make men feel anything without you feeling it yourself. The feelings that you're stirring in them will also get aroused in you. And guess who will be affected the most in the end? Yes. There's also a dangerous fact about men that we all need to know. When they notice that your life revolves around your body, they realize that for the right price, you will cheat because you have no depth of character. So he won't want to keep you. He'll just want a slice of you and then vamoose. Now, please control yourself and get busy with life as well. Network, learn a skill, pursue a mentor, start that hustle, post videos about culinary art skills or baking as well. Go tailor some clothes and show it, diversify your life.